Great performance. We've done so much right there. You must be pleased.
Oh, delighted, really pleased. So many things to be pleased about. I think the first thing was the fitness levels of the players, the shape that they had about them. I know I'm really pleased. And listen, people will say, well, we've only drawn 0-0, but I'll take clean sheets. And I'd rather save goals for the season. We've just got to make sure we keep creating, keep getting there, and the goals will come. They will.
That clean sheet, that's earned by the fact that shape that you keep talking about, the lads are sticking to it. It's really hard for oppositions to break us down at the moment.
Yeah, well, I thought it was today. I thought we dominated the ball for long periods against the League One side. I thought there was a lot of good things, a lot of individual things, but as a collective as well, I thought it was really good.
I just said to you there, as a fan, speaking as a fan, I'm frustrated that we didn't score the goals. As a coach, you see it completely differently.
Oh no, I'm not frustrated today. No, not at all. I'll be really honest with you. I was a bit concerned before the Livingston game when we hadn't lost. I was thinking, geez, I don't need to carry on this way, because I've been involved in teams where you have a really good pre-season, get result after result, and then you can't get a win in the season. So when you lose, you learn things, and it gives you something to look at. Obviously, after today, we'll look at the finishing. We'll get them getting used to hitting the back of the net. But I'm really not concerned. I'm just really pleased with how they've gone about it today.
We've seen Carlisle managers in the past get a shape and then not have the players to play the shape. It looks like you've married the two together.
Yeah, I think probably years ago I'd have probably been set thinking, no, I have to play this way. This is the shape I want to play. I think as a coach, your shape is determined by the players that you've got, and these are the players that we've got, so we have to adapt that shape, and we tried something a little bit different. I wanted to have a look at Gibbo as this Jordan Gibson as the right wing back, in case we're in a situation where we might be chasing a game somewhere in the season. I wanted to get Amari 20 odd minutes, because he's not been involved in any games recently. In fact, he's not played in any games, I think, if I'm right in saying that. And I wanted Sonny on the pitch, and I thought he gave us some energy. So there was so many good things. We've been able to look at a couple of different options and a couple of different shapes about us, and it's our job between now and next Saturday to get the right shape and the right selection of players to go into that Crawley game.
Such a key area. We lost that midfield. That must be really encouraging for you to see your players do that.
Well, I think we've got good players in there. I think they've shown that today. I thought Ryan Edmondson and Christian Dennis up front caused problems as well. So yeah, it's good. And I thought we looked solid at the back. Big Thomas came and dealt with a few things, gave us a few little scary moments as well when he's coming running out of his box. But no, there was a lot of good football that we played today. I thought when we had to, we controlled the game well. We probably just had a spell of maybe about 5 minutes in the second half where it became a bit too basketball-y for me. But we managed to get the message on, and they calmed it down and slowed the game down again. So lots of good things to build on. And we have to make sure that a really positive pre-season counts for something when it matters next week. You
said you weren't going to completely show your hand, but there must be a lot there that is fine-tuned where you want to go next Saturday against Crawley.
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. I also said I'm not going to be messing about, and I'm not going to try and be clever about it. It's about us preparing properly. I've no idea what Crawley are doing. We've got somebody watching the game today, as we had somebody watching them against Hearts the other week. So we'll have an idea of what they're going to do or what they'll want to do. But I really think that we have to try and focus on what we want and what we're capable of doing. And I think you look at some of our players. We've got some ability in that team, and now we've added a little bit of resilience and some bit of robustness about us. And we've got to just take it into the proper games.
We hinted during the week that Moxon might be a find. It's not just his range of passing and his set pieces, it's what he does in that midfield area as a presence.
Yeah, he's a good physical size. He's a strong runner. I mean, for somebody who's just come into full-time football, he's up there at the front in the running. He's a good personality around the place. He drives standards, and we've got to hope that he gets even better as he gets used to full-time football, as he gets used to everybody else. There are areas where he needs to improve. I don't like him trying nutmegs 30 yards from our own goal and giving it away, and we're defending. So there's bits he's got to learn that, and this isn't me being disrespectful to Annan, but there's bits that he maybe got away with there that he ain't going to get away with here, and he's got to tighten it up and make sure that he's doing all of the things right, because I think he could be a real good find for us.
Another good find, Edinburgh. Off at half time, is he okay?
Yeah, he just had a bit of stiffness in his hip. I'd seen him after about 20 minutes just sort of flexing his thigh and his hip a little bit, and we're in pre-season. It really matters next Saturday, and I'm not prepared to take any risks. So we've got Toby, who's a willing runner and who's come on and done his job up front. So I would like to think that Ryan will be okay for next weekend, but it was more a precaution that we took him off.
We've got Marzi back as well. Apparently we've not to call him a striker. He gets upset about that one. But he's back. Is that him through the problem that he had?
I hope so. I mean, I'm actually just a little bit concerned as I'm watching the lads doing the running out on the pitch and he's walked off, so I'm hoping that just means he's done enough. Obviously he's got the GPS pod on, so we know exactly what the running is, and I thought he looked lively when he came on. Obviously a bit rusty because he's not had any game time, but I'm pleased to get him back. He trained I think he trained Thursday, maybe Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday of the week. Wanted to try and get him some minutes today. He'll have another week this week hopefully, and then we'll see whether he's fit and available and strong enough to come into the group for next week.
Bren didn't make it worse than you expected?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it seems to be taking a long time. I mean, we had him out we tried running him on Wednesday afternoon and he was still very sore. With a dead leg, it's one of them where you just don't know how long it's going to last. So we're hoping that it'll settle down over the weekend, but it wasn't a case of us taking precautions with him. He wasn't fit to play today. But I've got to say, I thought our two wing-backs were outstanding today. Jack Armour showed so much energy down the left side. I really like Finn back in his attitude to playing. He's a real front foot mentality. And again, he's another one who I'm really hoping that he'll improve over time.
You keep telling us that the captain's armband doesn't matter, but do we read anything into that with Fiends getting it when Callum's on the pitch as well?
Anybody can read what they want into it. I'm not really bothered. No, I spoke to Callum yesterday and said for this game I'd like Morgan to have the armband, and he totally understood. There was no cross words, anything, and I just said I want to have a look at it. I want to just see how people react, and I don't think there's been a bad reaction. This week I'll probably have a decision to make because it's become fairly obvious to me that people outside of myself bother about who the captain is. I don't really care so long as they all show leadership, and I think we've had a team today who've all shown leadership in the way they've worked, in the way they've played, the way they've talked and organised, and let's see next week who gets it.
Dev, great reception from both sets of fans. Where's the decision on him?
We're talking, we're having a conversation about where we all want to go, and I would imagine there'll be a decision to be made next week, and I'll let you know whenever that is.
Any more coming in next week, Paul, or are you easy on that one as well?
No, I would like to get more in, really would. I mean, the truth is, I want them in before the transfer window closes. I don't think we've got enough outfield players to see us through till December or through to January. So I definitely want more players in. We've been trying to get players in over the time we've been up in Scotland, and it hasn't happened. We'll keep looking. There's areas that we need to strengthen in the squad to make us even better. Because, as I've said many times, I want to try and get a group of players who can start for us and come and do the job. And if we can get 2 or 3 more, which I think will probably give us 18, 19 outfield players, I'm sort of reluctant to call Jack Ellis a senior player because at 18 he's having to be classed as a senior player, which gives us the 16. So we'll keep working, keep trying to get them in. I think we've got 4 people out at games today. We've obviously got the analysis on Crawley that we've got, and then three of our other part-time scouts who are out watching players and seeing what else is out there and available for us.
Last one from me, Paul. What was the week away like? Did it achieve what you wanted to achieve from that time in Largs?
It definitely did, yeah. There was a lot of good things that happened over there. We did some work with the players, had to do some reviewing of games which we've never done before. We brought somebody else in just to have a chat with the players about what their targets for the season are, where they see us going, how we're going to get there, what does it look like on a day-to-day basis if we want to do things. And for me it was a really, really good week of work for us, and I think it showed today, if I'm going to be honest.
Thank you.